dysfunctional woman is separating you from your friends. You know, I mean, we all know those people. It can be men or women that they get into relationships and they fucking teleport. You know, it's like, shoo, shimmer, ooh, Scotty, beam me up. They're gone, right? And they're just like face to face in 400 count Egyptian cotton sheet sex tents. And they just gone, right? You say, oh, can we get together Friday? No. Sally's, you know, we've been doing something with Sally. Can we do something together? No, she really wants a romantic couples night. And that's nothing, right? But it's like every time. And she's like, me, need me, I need you. I gotta, she might as well just suck you back up the vagina and throw you in the womb again, right? Isolated, separate. The estrogen moat has now sealed off the man. Why is she afraid of the man having contact with other men? Because then they're like, hey, let's switch the light on. Whoa, crazy town. You probably don't even notice it because you've got your head in Vagina Town. But when you take your head out of Vagina Town, it's crazy town. She doesn't want that for you, right?
Right. Steph?
Nick?
Jasmine? Can you... Trying to talk to him now.
Wait, is that her? Are you kidding me?
That's her.
Are you not, really? Are you talking to me with her in the background, really?
Yeah.
What, is she listening?
Jasmine.
Is there anything she wants to add? Anything she wants to talk about? I don't mind if she wants to come and chat with me. She can tell me I'm full of crap or nonsense or terrible or whatever, right? Or she can say, great.
Would you like to talk to him? Sure. She would.
All right.
One moment.
Yeah. Hello.
Was it Jasmine? Hi, Jasmine, are you on?
Yes.
You sound upset. What's up?
I mean, I was just upstairs and I've been hearing all these lies about me.
Lies
all these
told
lies
by
he's been telling me, and yes.
What's he been lying about?
Like, I mean, he showed me your video about the traumatic stuff that happens when you're a child, and I get what you were saying, but I mean, the only traumatic thing that's even happened to me was my mother screamed at me and called me lazy. Like, what kid hasn't that happened to? I mean, I've gotten screamed at by my mother, but...
Well, do you want me to ask
you didn't
questions,
even
or are
know
you
me
just
when I
gonna
was that old.
wait? Do you want me to like ask you questions, or are you just gonna tell me stuff?
Like, I mean, sure. What questions do you want to ask?
Well, Jasmine, how were you disciplined as a child? Like when you did something that your mom didn't like, what happened?
I mean, it depends what it was. If it was like a bad grade on a report card, when I was like really little, I'd get like a spanking and stuff. And then when I got older and I was like 10 and 11 and 12.
Yeah, okay, so spanking when you were little,
Like
10, 11,
5
12,
or...
what?
Yeah, and then I'd get my phone taken away.
Okay. Well, hang on. So when
Like
you
a lot of
started...
children have gotten spanked.
So? I mean, is that something you knew when you were a child? It's you and your mom. You don't have statistical averages. You know, when a baby is 6 months old and they're hungry, they don't say, well, there are starving children in India, so I shouldn't really need any boob milk, should I? Right? They just know that they're hungry. So how old were you when you were spanked? Do you remember?
I mean, yeah, I was like 6 or 7.
Or 7. Were you not spanked before the age of 6 or 7?
Not really, and it was light. Like, I could barely feel it. It was just mainly the fact that a belt was coming near me, but...
Jasmine, I'm afraid you have summoned my fart noise. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Do you want to know what it sounds like? It sounds like... You you ever, like, they these fog noises, right? And the reason is that when you say, I asked you if you were spanked before 6, 7, and you said not really. Right? And that's a yes/no thing, right? I didn't say beaten. I didn't say were you thrown downstairs or, clubbed with a harpoon, right? Or an oar. I mean, you were spanked before 6 or 7, right? How often were you spanked?
Not often.
That's not an answer, right? How often were you spanked? I mean, daily, weekly, monthly, once a year?
Why is it about being spanked? The issue is me and Nick's relationship and him calling in asking for relationship advice. It's nothing to do with my past. Like,
wait, how you relate to people has nothing to do with your past? That's like saying the language I speak has nothing to do with how I was raised. You speak English because you were raised English. Of course it has something to do with it. Doesn't mean it dominates or it's the only thing, but of course it means has something to do with it, right? So how often were you spanked? Look, and you don't have to answer anything. You don't have to talk to me at all, but I would appreciate it. I mean, this is anonymous. I mean, nobody knows who you are, but how often were you spanked?
I mean, Nick's about to show this to all of his friends and family, and they do know who I am, and it's not fair to say him saying my mother's verbally abused me for many years and all this stuff about me where everybody can know, yes, no, this isn't right. It's not right.
Well,
There's nothing right about that. You should.
Do you want to not talk to me then? Wait. Okay, there's a lot in what you said. Well, first of all, Nick, if you're still there, are you going to show this to all your friends and family and say this is exactly who this is?
Yeah, he says he has. You just told me, you said you were going to show it to your family. This is my business, and you twisted all the words I've told you.
Okay,
About my
well, you guys
life?
can I just wanted to know that part. So is it my understanding that you don't want to answer how often you were spanked? I mean, I'm not saying she never negotiated with you, but if when push came to shove, she pulled down your panties and hit you on the butt,